Hello, YouTube. My name is Nero, and welcome back to the Madden NFL 16 playthrough. Joe Nero is back for another season here with the Washington Redskins. They slapped me with the franchise tag after last season's undefeated run, which took us all the way to the Super Bowl in a very anticlimactic ending against the Baltimore Ravens, where we did win the Super Bowl and cap off a 19-0 season. They quickly put the franchise tag on me because I wasn't sure if I was going to go back to Washington, if I was going to end the series, if I was going to go and play with another team. Like, I had no idea what I was going to do, but they gave me the franchise tag, and I thought, yes, we're going to come back for another season here at the Redskins, and we're going to see what we can do with this team. Now, there have been a number of changes, and now, if you guys caught the offseason video, there were already some changes there, and there's been some, of course, changes here at the end of the preseason as well, so I figured I would show you guys that here in this video. Just give you guys a quick rundown as to what the team is looking like here. So my backups are Ryan Mallett and James Forrest. If you go to running back here, we of course still have CJ Anderson, and our backups are going to be Rex Burkhead and Daryl Young. Now, we have another one named Jonathan Grimes, but he's injured. We actually have a lot of people that got injured during the preseason, unfortunately. Go to fullback here, we of course still have Daryl Young. We go here to wide receiver. Number 1, Sam Nunley. Number 2, Kenny Britt. Number 3, Hakeem Nicks. Number 4, Stedman Bailey. Number 5, Denarius Moore. And then Sadale Conley did make the team, but he has a 66 overall. He's not even like the starting rotation here, and he's also injured. One of the things that they did in the offseason was they seemed to give me a bunch of old route runner guys, essentially, because that's what I like to do with my offense. I'm not much of a bomb it down the field kind of guy. If we do decide to do that, we have Sam Nunley, who has 95 speed, 92 agility, and 94 acceleration. But then you look how slow Kenny Britt is, how slow Hakeem Nicks is. Stedman Bailey's okay, and Denarius Moore is okay, but these guys are all, no one really even has 90 speed besides Sam Nunley. So it's basically going to be, short passes, route running kind of guys. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what we can do with these old guys here. They're all coming here hoping for a Super Bowl, essentially. You got Hakeem Nicks, the former Giant. You got Kenny Britt, the former everything. He's been jumping teams a lot. We have Denarius Moore, who I believe was with the Raiders for a bit. Stedman Bailey, I believe, was a Ram. And yeah, those are my wide receivers. Jordan Reed's back at tight end. And a familiar face, we re-signed Niles Paul, who was my backup tight end in my rookie season. We got rid of him, I believe, after my rookie season, and he wasn't here for the past 2 years. He's back for the 4th year under a new number. He used to be number 84, but this guy, Troy Nicholas, took it from him. So yeah, so we have Niles Paul back. I love lobbing it up to him, man. Niles Paul's a fun guy to throw to, and I'm definitely looking forward to having him back on the team. Here's the offensive line: 78 overall left tackle, 82 overall left guard, Sam Brenner. Our center, Nick Potet, very, very nice, 88 overall. We have Jared Smith as right guard, and then we have Brandon Sheriff, who is actually getting better and better every year with an 86 overall. And here's our defense. If you're interested in the defense looks to be nasty this year, even worse than last year, man. It's definitely looking to be pretty good. We got Ryan Kerrigan, of course, returning. We improved in middle linebacker. We had Tahir Whitehead, who did really well last season, really, really well. We have Daryl Washington as well now, so we also have Sterling Nelson over here at the route side linebacker, who is a rookie and already an 84 overall. We're a little bit weak in pass coverage. We have Chris Culver and EJ Gaines here at corner, and then the former Browns first-round pick, Justin Gilbert, here in the nickel. We have Rodney McLeod, I think is how you pronounce it, at free safety, and Robert Blanton, of course, at strong safety. At kicker, returning is Blair Walsh, nice 86 overall, and it wouldn't be a new season without a new punter. We have Brad Wigg of LSU in terms of kick returns, Justin Gilbert and stuff. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the team. That is the team, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what we can do with them. Now, they don't seem to be particularly much better than last year. I don't think we've downgraded, but I don't think we've necessarily upgraded a ton either. I just think we have a pretty good, solid overall team. As you guys see, we have a 90 overall there. We will be playing at home this week against the Dallas Cowboys, and I didn't show you guys the injury report. We always show the injury report before an episode. It's been a while since I played this game, so it's going to take me a bit to get back in the swing of things here. So let's go back to the injury report here. We have a lot. Chandler Jones, hurt. Left tackle, hurt. Wide receiver, Sadale Conley, hurt. Jonathan Grimes, hurt. And Daryl Gilbert, hurt. So not a lot of big players with the exception of course, Chandler Jones, but we do have a lot of injuries. Now let's check out the Cowboys just to see what they've got going on. They have lost Byron Jones and Jason what? I have no idea how to even pronounce that last name. But yeah, they have a couple of injuries here on defense. None of their key players or anything like that. So it looks to be a pretty even matchup. We, of course, are going to miss Chandler Jones. But I think we'll be able to get through a couple of games without him. I think he said he's going to be out for 6 weeks or so. What we want to rock in terms of jerseys. We want to rock these ones, the old classics, or I think we should throw... no, let's go with the 1960s throwback. I like these ones. These ones are, you guys know, some of my personal favorites. So we're going to rock those for our first game of the season. I will see you guys when the game actually launches.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Redskins going up against the Cowboys.
C.J. Anderson back for another year, and Giovanni Bernard is the new Cowboys running back. That's interesting. Joe Giovanni Bernard, the former Cincinnati Bengal. They always seem to have a new running back, Dallas. Now, I wonder if they still have Tony Romo. Like, who do they still have at their team? Like, ever since they got rid of DeMarco Murray, which they have a Murray right there, they can never really seem to be consistent at running back, at least in my playthrough here. We're, of course, in my 4th year. Now, you might know something different about Joe Nero. He's now wearing a visor, and that's because in real life, a little bit of things have changed in my eyesight. I finally have gotten glasses, actually, and so I figured if you need to have glasses in the NFL, you basically have to wear contacts, right? That's how everyone does it in sports. And so I figure if I'm wearing contacts, I'm going to have a visor just to make sure nothing ends up actually touching me in the eye. It just seems to make a little bit of sense. Nice and meta little thing to put in there. But this Blake guy appears to be their new quarterback. Is he the new Dallas Cowboys starting quarterback? Is Tony Romo out and this new guy is in? That's something to keep in mind. The further we get into this series, more and more familiar faces of the NFL are going to start to retire. That's going to be something that happens because, you know, they get old. Let's sim the player turn here. Dallas does not do anything really with their first drive. We come out here with the ball on the 40-yard line. So something to bear in mind. We can actually go ahead and check that real quick. We can go ahead and check that really quickly. His name is Cardarius Blake, I think is how you pronounce his name, and he appears to be just like a rookie of some description, right? He looks to be just like the new guy for Dallas, huh? Yeah, he's a rookie, and Nick Foles is his backup, followed by Matt Barkley. All right. Very interesting. Giovanni Bernard they've got there. They still got Dez. They got Dez and Alshon Jeffrey. Oh, wow. They've got some. Oh, Brian Hartline. Oh, wow. All right. And Kyle Rudolph is still running around, but apparently he's now their tight end. That's interesting. All right. So it's cool to see how, like, teams change around and whatnot. But we're going to start things out here with a pass. One of the things that I did during the preseason was practice these short passes and basically trying to have more of a West Coast approach to our offense. Oh, that was not a great way to start the game. I wanted to go for a quick slant. Literally everybody dropped back in coverage. The 4 people they sent on the pass rush got right through. And boy, oh boy, that was rough. We're going to go with the tried and true fade smash. We're going to be doing some of the more comfortable plays that I have here in the playbook to start the season off here. To see if we can kind of ease into the scheme of things here. And there's Mr. Britt coming across the field. Not a lot right there. Not a lot. 4 yards. 4 yards. But now we're going to need to do something to get downfield a little bit. So let's go into the shotgun here. And a Z-spot. I think a Z-spot is just what the doctor ordered. I love the little mini pseudo slant, pseudo post that Sam Nunley runs on this route, or on this play. And if not, we're going to have Kenny Britt coming across on a normal. Yeah, this looks good. So we're looking for Sam Nunley initially. If he's not there, Kenny Britt. If not, C.J. Anderson. And there's Mr. Nunley. Oh, he took a heck of a crack. But welcome back, Mr. Nunley. This he's my favorite receiver. We drafted him, I think, in the first round of my 2nd season. And he's been with us ever since. And I love throwing to him. He's so fast. He typically doesn't drop passes. He is coming off an amazing season last year. And let's put, no, let's keep CJ in here. I think CJ's ready for the feature back slot. Because last year we had Darren Sproles. That would definitely swap out Darren Sproles when we're going to be running screens and stuff. But I think we're good to dump it off to CJ here. Block him, please. There you go. Get behind him, CJ. Oh, Mr. Anderson. But yeah, last year, I'm sure you guys remember if you watched the series, Darren Sproles was always in the backfield whenever we'd be in shotgun because he's Darren Sproles. He's amazing at pass catching. But since Darren Sproles retired, unfortunately, I think we're going to have CJ be kind of like our feature back. I think he's going to be the guy in the passing game and in the running game. We're actually going to give him his first carry of the season here. We're going to do a little fake snap here, and we go offsides. A little bit too excited, boys. False start, I'm sorry. False start. I think his name's Jared Smith. He appears to be a little bit upset about it, so I can't be so against him. All right, so we're going to look for the 4 verts here initially. Because I think they may be having Hakeem Nixon. Let's see. That's an actual corner covering Hakeem. But he's really up close on him. We're going to look for it. We're going to look for it. There it is, Mr. Hakeem Nicks. He got right past him. It was beautiful. I was worried going into this game that we were going to have the classic Super Bowl hangover. It may happen. It happens to a lot of teams where you get to the Super Bowl, you even win the Super Bowl, and then you come out next season and you choke. You don't do well that next, you don't do well that next season. I'm worried that's going to be the case with this year. Of course, I'm going to do everything in my power to make it so that's not the case, but it's something to think about. It's entirely possible that could happen. Now, where's that? I'm trying to remember, like, where all the plays are and such. We got, yes, inside cross. The old inside cross. This is always great because Niles Paul or Jordan Reed are typically always open. Kenny Britt, perhaps. If they blitz that free safety, Kenny Britt might be very open. They're not blitzing the safety, so we're just going to dump it off here. There's Jordan Reed fighting through. Really didn't get a lot of yards, though. I should really aim to get it a little bit further down the field. So we're going to do a hurry up here into a Z spot. Now, the idea with this is Sam Nunnally's going to come across, but Jordan Reed will hopefully be open in the back of the end zone. That's the hope. If not, we're probably going to have to dump it off the Burkhead, right? That seems to make the most sense to me, so we're going to do that. Mr. Reed, let's do this. And they're kind of covering him. I'm lobbing it up to him. Oh, no, he got tipped out. Woo. At least it wasn't intercepted. Jordan, you tried. You tried, buddy. Well done. I want to see the replay, actually, because that was a heck of a contention for the ball right there. Got knocked right out. He's going to go up. Wait, now he's going to go up. And, he just pops it right out of his hands. That's fine. That's fine. I'll settle for 3. I will settle for 3. It's always disappointing to get inside the 10-yard line and not be able to come away with a touchdown, but things could have gone worse. Now, the run game, we ran once, and they got completely stuffed. I'm a bit concerned about that. I want the run game to work. For 3 seasons, I've been trying to make it work. But for what reason, the all-Madden difficulty, it's so difficult to get it going. But we're going to continue on. Continue trying. And we'll see what we can do. Sim-to-player turn, see what the Dallas Cowboys can do. They're going to drive down and get stopped. Barely, it appears. And here we are with the ball. So we're going to go out of this formation because I like this formation. And we're going to run, we're going to run ISO. I was thinking about a toss, but tosses never work, especially if they're in, he's coming up on me. He's coming up on me. Whatever, we're just going to run it regardless. And, not a bad run. He's got 2 carries for 0 yards. You know, obviously that's something to be a little bit concerned about, surely. We're going to look for the double slant here. They're definitely, now they're in zone. You see the corner coming over there to the right, so they're in zone now. I get the weird camera angle. I've got the weird camera angle, which means I'm probably going to be sprinting. Let's go, Joe Nero. I recently put out a Madden montage, the Joe Nero show. It was highlights from my first 2 seasons. It was fun watching the evolution of my play style in that video, because at first you notice I was scrambling a lot. Like, there was just a lot of scrambling in the early parts of that video, but as the career kind of went on, I was dropping back. I was getting more and more comfortable with standing in the pocket, and things were just going better for me. And yeah, I think it's fun to watch that evolution, but I can still scramble. I've still got the wheels, and I'm going to continue to try and do so from time to time. Now, Hakeem next. We're going to send you straight up deep here. And let's see here. Oh, Mr. Reed, wide open. There you go. So the passing game is really there. The run game has been as bad as I think he could possibly be. CJ's not finding any room to run here, and it's a bit concerning. Now we're gonna try it again. I mean, we're trying out. I'm even gonna try different runs here, different kinds of running plays and whatnot. But 4 carries for 5 yards. That was his biggest carry right there, 3 yards. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get him open. I'm gonna try and get him in the open field. I'm gonna try and find ways that CJ can contribute. But ultimately, if he's not gonna contribute, we're gonna have to blitzing that safety. I like when they blitz the free safety more because it's typically an easy play for me down the field. But let's scare them. Here, we're going to scare them a little bit. They're definitely, man, they're dropping people back so much. Like, these guys aren't going to be open deep. We're going to have to go for his slants here. Everyone's too far back. And there he is. Oh, Kenny Britt. Oh, I thought he was going to get past the safety, too. Oh, I love it. I kind of like my visor. It's kind of sharp. I like my visor. It's nice looking. I know a lot of people always... like my friends, whenever they make characters in Madden, they always go for the visor because they think it looks cool, like especially like a dark visor. But I'm always like, I would never wear that in real life, you know, so I never actually use it. But now, because I wear glasses, I figure that safety's going to come up hard. That better not be holding. I figure now that I wear glasses in real life, if I were to really be like playing like actual football with the helmet and stuff, I would probably have to wear a visor because I'd have to wear like contacts. And then here's Sam Brenner. Here's his weekly holding call. I hate him, man. I hate Sam Brenner. I don't know why we brought him back. I really don't. All right, so we're on the 18-yard line. What do? Let's go with halfback screen. That seems like it could work out for right now.
The Redskins come out with a split backfield.
And they're covering it. Oh! I pressed the button a long time before that, but I was getting hit pretty hard. So, can't complain too much. I don't know what to go. Do we go to another Z spot here? It worked before. Here's the idea. So, Sam Nunley, I have a feeling, will be open. If not, Hakeem Nicks potentially in the back of the end zone. If not, dump it off to a running back or something, right? We're going to see if it's there. Oh, Mr. No, they're bumping into him. Oh, they bumped into him so hard. I was hoping. It's so hard when you're throwing like the slant routes because you have to try and like figure where they're going to, when they're going to break away from that separation. He never broke away from the separation. I was really hoping he was going to right there. I feel like, okay, right about now is when he would break it. Guess not. Dallas has not scored, and we've got the ball back. So that's a little bit fortunate. Dallas's offense is definitely seeming to either be struggling or our defense is excelling. I would believe both. And we're going to go with a draw here. Mr. Anderson, there we go, buddy. We're calling some different plays here for in the run game to try and get him involved, and that seems to work a little bit. I was hoping to get Sam Nunley down the field here, but it looks like they're covering stuff pretty deep, if I had to guess. So we're going to go for play action tight end slide here. Sam, I don't like that route whatsoever. So we're going to have Sam running. Now we'll send Sam straight up deep, and we're going to look for Hakeem Nicks or Jordan Reed coming across the field. And Hakeem Nicks. Whoa! I don't think it's ever happened to me before. Was it tipped or was it like they like hit their helmet? Gosh. Okay. Well, things are certainly not going well for us right now. Let's go for an F trail here, which is kind of like play action scissors, but it's not play action. Jordan Reed's running the same route, and Daryl Young is usually kind of open on this little come around there. And then, of course, Sam Nunley across the field. We're going to have to look to see. Oh, Sam's going to be there. Sam's going to be there. There he is. Very nice, Mr. Nunley. Let's do a hurry up. We haven't done the hurry up yet today. Oh, halfback toss mountain. That looks like it could really work if the blocking holds. Let's try it. I'm excited. I'm excited. Hold your blocks, boys. Oh, no, Burkhead. Burkhead fumble. Not only did nobody hold their block, which is why I never run tosses. Even like when I'm playing by myself, like not by myself, like online, like where I'm controlling everybody, like a normal game of Madden, tosses never work for me. No one ever holds their blocks. Then again, I've always played with the Browns. Then again, the one good thing about the Browns is their offensive line, so I don't know. Let's send the player turn here. I have a feeling they still haven't scored. Jeez. Our defense is freaking excelling today, which I'm definitely a fan of. I'm not a fan of how slow we have been on offense. 2 turnovers. Only one of them was me. Things have been definitely sluggish so far. So let's see if we can ease back into things here. There's going to be Mr. Reed. Best tight end in the NFL. Right there, ladies and gentlemen. The goal here is just to drive down relatively quickly. I think I'm going to stay in the shotgun. I want to drive down, hopefully do it quick, and get some hopefully easy points. Whether it's a field goal or a touchdown, I want to come away with this drive with points. That's the goal of every drive, obviously. So we're going to look for CJ here. Although I'm breaking the rule here of trying a screen out of a different formation than what I typically run. They're covering it, and it's freaking Sean Lee covering it of all people. But the reason why I don't like throwing screens out of any formation besides the one where I have a running back and tight end in the backfield is because of that. I don't really have a safety outlet. I always like to have that safety outlet. Now, we haven't tried this yet. Let's try, not play action, not levels, not fork, not mount. I'm in the wrong formation. Yes, here it is. Let's try a 4 verts. 4 verts, we send the running back to pass block. Now, you guys know how this goes. We scramble right, and typically the A receiver, sometimes the wide receiver, is going to be wide open. Now, if they blitz that safety, wide might be open. They're not blitzing the safety. Oh, that guy's on his butt. And he's being covered by Sean Lee. Oh, he almost held on to it. Oh, and that wasn't Sean Lee. It looked like Sean Lee. but it wasn't. I thought it was a linebacker, so I thought it'd be good. Look at me, he looks exactly like Sean Lee. He even has a 0 in his thing, so I thought it was Sean, but it wasn't. Oh, that was almost such a good catch. Look, oh, it just pops right out. Kenny Britt, man. Do we try it? It's 3rd and 13. Do we go for the all or nothing? The all or nothing being play action deep outs. This play, they're dropping back in coverage. They ain't gonna be there, guys. They ain't gonna be there. So we're gonna swap this out. We're gonna go for essentially the same play idea, and we may. Oh, there he is! No, come on, guys! Okay. Well, jeez. Jordan had a touchdown tipped out. We got 2 straight awesome first down deep balls dropped. I think people are a little shaky. They're a little nervous here. First game of the year, you know. Well, I mean, as long as our defense continues to hold, sure. But we can't always rely on our defense to shut out the other team. You just can't rely on that. So we got to try and put up some more points. Got to try. And Dallas doesn't score again. This is really odd how good our defense has been. Now, the idea was to come out here with a run. Is that really the best idea? Let's see if let's audible this into a fly. And let's see. We can potentially get some people open downfield. Oh, you guys gonna leave me this open? You guys gonna leave me this open? Hey, I was already out. Late hit. Where's the penalty? You can't hit me. I'm a quarterback. It's like hitting a woman. 2 carries, 29 yards. Let's see here. Sluggo seam. I always try to make the Sluggo seam work, but it never works. I always want it to work, but it never does. Let's go for a Z spot here. Let's see, because it's been open with the exception of the interception that I threw. And we're going to see if we can hit Mr. Samuel Nunley. If not, look underneath. And Mr. Nunley. Oh, God. Slants? I don't know. I'm trying to put these drops behind me, but they are going to start adding up here pretty quick because that's 4 so far. Hakeem Nicks coming across. That's what I'm looking for initially. And they're all being covered essentially pretty well. Oh, I pressed the scramble. I pressed the right trigger. But instead of like sprinting forward, I tiptoed forward, which is not what I wanted to do. I don't know what to do here, guys. It's just a lot of our we have a couple of money plays, sure, and they have been working, sure, but well, I guess that's the end of the half. I didn't even realize the clock was going. Oh man, it's probably for the best. That's honestly probably for the best. Now, look how bad their offense is. Wow. We're dominating every aspect of the game. We really are. But we're not doing much, which is disappointing. Like, the team itself is kind of falling apart in a lot of respects. And I'm hoping that doesn't stay true. Now, we should try to run a little bit more, I think, in the half here. But I want to actually get some points up. And this is a jumble of a formation if I've ever seen one. So I think we're going to look for Mr. Nunley coming across. There he is. I like to get Sam Nunley his catches. I really do. And we're just going to do a hurry up here because that did not go very well. But we're going to... Oh, my gosh. This looks like such a weird play. I want to try it. This is a running back. This is a screen to C.J. Anderson, if you can believe it. And there it is. Oh, look at that. Oh, C.J., you got to break that tackle. Look how gingerly he was walking, man. It's like, come on. Lower your nose or lower your head. You know, let's go. We're going to go for his slants here initially. And may audible this into something else. But we need some short yards here. Everyone's bumping up on us. And all right. Oh, that's Sean Lee. I'm not afraid of you, Sean Lee. I'm not afraid of you. I'll be the run game. I'll be the run game if we have that. If we have no run game from the running back, I'll do the run. I don't care. All right, Rex Burkhead, you're back in here. Let's not fumble it like last time. Let's also not run to Sean Lee's side and go to the right here. Oh my gosh. Holding again? Is that going to be the third one of the game? It is. Sam Brenner again? Nope, Jordan Reed. Okay, you're Jordan Reed. You're all right. You're all right, Jordan. Everything's fine, man. It's all right. Let's see here. Shotgun. I'm going to go for another Z spot. It's been there 2 out of 3 times, and the one time I threw an interception, I thought it was going to be there, so they definitely look like they're getting pass coverage here, though. And he's bumping into him. Oh, Sam! What? I should have thrown that. I should not have thrown that. But Mr. Sam Nunley said, no, sir. I will take this. What a freaking catch. Occasionally you get those really cool catches out of your receivers, and you think, yeah, that's Sam Nunley. All right, we're going to see if CJ can finish up this. There you go. Boy, Mr. Anderson. He's not doing brilliantly, but he's helping. Play action deep post. I keep wanting to go downfield, but they're really seemingly trying to stop the look at here. I saw the hole open up. I was like, no, sir. No, go, the end zone's that way. Don't follow that way. I saw just so much open field, and it's like, let's go. All right. I don't want to go outside, but what about a halfback blast here? Kind of going between the guard and the tackle. It's not so much an outside run. It's more of an inside run, really. But if he takes it outside, it's going to be a big fail. All right, hit the hole. There you go. All right, there you go. 3-yard carries or something, right? We're trying here. I'm also trying to open up the run game. The first 3 seasons, I really ran nothing but dives, like all of the time. And with good reason. You guys saw what happened when I didn't run a dive. It typically was a loss. So, Kenny Britt perhaps on the post here. Niles Paul. Oh, notice this. Oh, they may be blitzing that free safety. They may be leaving Kenny Britt in a one-on-one. Uh-oh, boys. And they are. And there's Mr. Britt. Touchdown, Kenny Britt. Joe Nero's first passing touchdown of whatever year this is, his 4th NFL season. Mr. Britt. I saw, man. Don't ever bump up your free safety on me. Oh, that was a one-handed. Oh, he caught it in with his, look at this. He got his left hand. He caught it, pulled it in, and then held on to it with his right. That was a beautiful, beautiful catch. Kenny Britt. All right, now can Dallas answer? And now Dallas decides to answer. They drove down pretty quick, to be honest. It's kind of scary. I forget sometimes that teams can do that because our defense is usually so solid. All right, Rex. We're going to run with you. We're going to run the old slam thing here, the blast. Here we go. Oh, cutting outside. He tried, but he's really having trouble here in his first game. 2 carries for -3 yards and a fumble. Hey, Jason Garrett still coaching for the Cowboys. Always good to see. Teams hold on to their coaches. Cleveland. Now, this is the play we just scored off of. Will it be there again? Now, I'm not even looking for the post. I just like the routes. I like the route that Darryl Young's running. I like the route Sam Nunley's running. I like Jordan Reed's route. So we're going to look for those. And, oh! Tyrone Crawford takes me down quick. There really is, nobody was really open. I was waiting for somebody, but there just wasn't. Now, we got Hakeem next. Hakeem's not known to be ridiculously fast. That's what I'm a bit concerned about, because this little stop and go here can sometimes work if the receiver can burn the other guy. If not, we got Sam Nunley coming across. We can try it. And, oh! It was there. You see how open X was? It was completely there. I just had literally no time. I had no time whatsoever. Oh, well. Have to punt it off here. Brad Wigg. Let's see what he can do. Is this our first punt of the game? I think it is. No, I think it's our second. I can't remember. And decent punt. Decent punt. I wonder why we never hold on to our punter. I've had 4 seasons here at the Redskins and 4 different punters. Ooh. It wouldn't be on Justin Gilbert. Holding on them. Right on. All right, so they're going to start on their own 34 instead of their own 44. I like that. All right, so hopefully they don't drive down the score, and they don't. We have the ball. We must have gotten a turnover or something because we have the ball on the 9-yard line here. Or maybe they drove down. No, they wouldn't have punted, would they? Or maybe they did. I don't know, guys. We are going to start here on the 9-yard line. Now, let us see. Let us see what we can do. Mr. Anderson, let's get involved. There you go, buddy. Well done, sir. 8 carries, 25 yards. Not bad, not bad. We're gonna try what we used to do, where we go kind of like alternate back and forth between 2 different kinds of dive plays for him. The only difference really is the blocking scheme that the lineman uses. And you know, 2 carries and 1 first down. I'll take that. Then we go for a fade smash here, right? Just to kind of mix things up against the defense here, mess with them a bit. Let's send Hakeem Nicks deep just in case he wants to pull something tricky off. And nobody's really getting anything open. And I had the zoomed in camera angle, which I freaking hate. And I couldn't really see that well. Lost all my peripherals, you know what I'm saying? It's difficult. All right, 2nd and 6. What is good for 6 yards? I was thinking that play with the 2 tight ends, but it's not really good for 6 yards. It's good for like 3 yards, you know? Skins drive randomly looks like a good play here. I like Sam coming across. I like the routes. I like everything about this play. I like all of these routes. And they're definitely bumping up their safety there a bit. And gonna be dropping back. And Mr. Nunley, get across, bud. I think he's like it's gonna be like in inches, I think. 3rd and 1. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Now we're gonna look for a halfback dive here out of the 2 tight end set, because hopefully with 2 tight ends there will be enough exterior blocking that he can just run right up the middle and get that first. There you go, CJ. Well done. We're grinding away this drive. No real big attempts down the field or anything like that. Just slow and sure. Inside cross. I love this play. Yeah, let's run this. This is one of those plays I've been running for ages. All right. And drops back. And he's going to be scrambling. And you're going to leave him open. Oh, man, you got a little more awareness, Niles. Niles, Paul, welcome back. But, man, you should know I scramble a lot. So you got to, like, stop and expect the ball instead of continuing to run when there's only 2 feet of field left. Let's go for a slant or something like that. Just something to get us up there. I'm not confident in Rex Burkhead running a dive right now. Okay, they're very clearly blitzing the safety, so Kenny Britt should be open here, and there he is. Oh! Jeez, that's twice this game that my pass has been batted down by somebody that wasn't even necessarily defending that particular play. It's odd seeing that happen. Now what do we do here for a short pass? I don't know. Do we go for the inside cross again? And just look for Niles Paul coming across? I'm not convinced that's going to work. They're bumping up the free safety a little bit. Kenny Britt might be there. And if not... All right. And... Okay, so Kenny's not going to be there. But... There! No, turn around! That was just bad all around. We're having a bit of a Super Bowl hangover for sure, but I think a lot of it is long off season. I actually do take a bit of a break between seasons of this series, and so I haven't played a game of Madden in several weeks now. So it's like, you know, trying to warm back up into it. It makes it feel real almost, because you have that little bit of a hangover, you know, when you're trying to play. You're rusty, you know. And wow, yeah, so he's been doing good here. I assume that was one drive. He went like 6 to 7. Hopefully they don't score. If they score, oh, they didn't. I'd say if they score and have to make a 4th quarter comeback in our first game back, I'm gonna be a little bit upset. Let's go inside zone. I mean, right now we can probably chew the clock pretty well. If we need a touchdown more than a field goal though, and they are clearly trying to stop the run here. So we're gonna see, and Mr. Reed. It's only his 3rd, maybe 4th catch of the game. Yep, number 4. He hasn't been super involved today, but he's getting the ball. It just, I'm not trying to force it to him. You know, I'm trying to really try and find the most open receiver. I'm not trying to play favorites or anything like that. And the only person I really play favorites with is C.J. Anderson. I try to get him involved, but a lot of time it's so hard, you know? It's so hard. I think we can. Oh, I didn't mean to press A there. I think we need to accept that CJ is not going to be an Adrian Peterson. He's not going to be getting 1,800 rushing yards. He's going to be a split guy. He's going to get maybe 1,000 rushing yards and like 500 receiving yards. That's how he contributes. And there he is. Oh, that might be a touchdown. That might be. Oh, Kenny Britt's too old. He's too old and too slow. I'm used to Sean Jackson, who I believe plays with the Falcons now. I could be wrong on that. Used to having Deshaun Jackson out there or Sam Nunley, and when they catch a ball, there's always the possibility it's going to be a touchdown, you know? And so I got pretty excited there, but we didn't end up getting anything out of it. But I'm okay with that. We need to drive down and try and get ourselves a touchdown here. All right. Well, I'm clearly not going to run against this. We're going to go deep. I always say we're going to go deep. We never actually end up going deep, but we're going to look to see about going deep. And look at all this pass coverage you guys got here. Look at all that. Oh, I took a crack there. I took a crack, but it was worth it. We got CJ coming across. There we go. That's why we wear the visor right there, guys. Visor. Don't want to get poked in the eyes. Look at this here. And whoop. That was like such a backyard football play. Just scrambling around and waiting until the last second and dumping it off to a guy 5 feet away from you. Well, they're blitzing the safety on the right, but I'm running to the left, so I'm okay with all of that. There you go, Rex. Positive yardage. I'll take it. I'll take some positive yardage. Why do I randomly think a play action end around to the post is going to be open? Why do I think this is going to work? Why do I think Kenny Britt's about to catch another touchdown? Why am I about to attempt this? They're dropping back the safeties. But if the safety bites... I don't know. That safety's moving up. We're going to look for Britt. If he's not there, we're going to look for Reed. No. Better yet, be him safer. Look for my fullback. And, oh my gosh, it's going to be there. It's going to be there. Oh, get up. Oh, come on. Come on. I'm reading these, man. I'm reading them. I'm reading this defense like a book. I need to get better reading the run defense. We're going to look for Sam Nunley. Because he's Sam Nunley, and he's Mr. First Down. They call him First Down Freddy. Even though his first name's not Freddy. That's Freddie Mitchell. 6 catches for... Very nice. See, I really want to try play action scissors and actually throw it to the post route. Because I know we always throw to Jordan Reed on the play action scissors, but what if Sam Nunley's actually always open on this and we just never really realize it? Or maybe the reason why it works is because Sam's never open on it. We're going to try it. And see, Jordan was open. Oh, gosh. Oh, I thought it was going to be a touchdown. All right. I'll take it. We're on the 1 yard line. This should be easy points, right? This should be easy points. We're going to go with the 2 tight end set. Now, how many times, guys, have we tried to get the old C.J. Anderson up the middle here in the goal line, and he just gets stuffed. We end up losing yards to the point where I have to do a QB sneak to get the touchdown. And C.J. said no more. C.J. said that's in the past. We're going to score some touchdowns this year. I don't think, like, did C.J. even score a touchdown, like, the entire second half of last season? Like, I kept trying to give it to him. It just wouldn't work. I had to run all the touchdowns by diving or doing a QB sneak. It was insane. But C.J. said no more. Not this year. He's going to get his points. I have a feeling if we could have, like, capitalized on more drives last year, he'd have a higher than 89 overall if he scored more touchdowns. Let's send the player turn here. That's probably going to be the end of the game. We get the ball back with only 20 seconds left. And some classic, I've seen in the comments, some classic Redskins stat padding. I have to stat pad. It's not fair. Oh, I was hoping he's going to go. Thought he was going to go bacon, eggs, and ham with that. But I have to stat pad a little bit because I am inherently at a disadvantage to the rest of the people in the league because they play longer games. And we don't have as much time on offense as they do, essentially. Like, my stats will be typically roughly in line with, like, the rest of the quarterbacks in the NFL. But if you look at, like, the running back stats, like, my running backs get a lot less carries and stuff. It's just because we have less plays to run. So we're just going to run some dives here, essentially, with CJ to basically run out the rest of the game. There we go, CJ. I'm going to go block for you. I'd block for you, CJ. I'd block for you. And what we run here, boys, I mean, they're going to probably stop us no matter what we try to do. But let's go for halfback blast here. And this will be the last play of the game, presumably. And there you go, Mr. Anderson. Nothing. I gave you your carries, 15 carries there, but you couldn't even muster 40 yards out of it. So I tried, man. I really did. And there's Nick Foles. I can tell that is Nick Foles. They did a pretty good job this year of making the players' faces look like them. Now, he's obviously a rookie. I forget his first name, but his last name is Blake. He's a rookie, but you can see that the number 5 for the Redskins, for the Cowboys, was clearly Nick Foles. And so it's always nice to be able to tell who these players are. But Dallas is really nothing on offense. Our defense proves once again to just be almost too much. Kenny Britt, very good game, minus a couple of drops for his opening game here as a Washington Redskin. We got Sam Nunley once again. I think he had 6 catches, something along those lines, just becoming a very good receiver in his own right. We had C.J. Anderson catching a number of good passes, as well as running in this touchdown right about here. Very, very nice. Just overall, it was a pretty good game. I mean, there he is, Mr. Britt. That was a Randy Moss catch there, man. That was fun. That was a fun catch to see. I think it's kind of an afterthought in this game, but I had a lot of rushing yards. I really did. I think I had like 70 rushing yards or something like that. Like, I did really well. Now let's check out the overall stats of the game. All right, so not a very good opening game for Mr. Cardarius Blake here. He went 18 of 32, 219 yards and a touchdown. He had no picks, which is more than I can say. But I went 22 of 33, 259, a touchdown and a pick. Rushing-wise, 4 carries, 71 yards. We had CJ 15 for 37 and a touchdown, 3 for 1 and a fumble for Rex Burkhead. Not a great game for him. Mr. Nunley, 6 for 62. We had Kane Britt, 5 for 64. We had CJ, 5 for 56. We had 4 for 55 for Mr. Jordan Reed. We got Niles Paul involved with 1 catch for 4. Hakeem Nicks had an 18-yard catch. I remember that play specifically. And then Stedman Bailey, who had a drop, essentially. We had a couple of drops this game. Now, it actually shows Stedman says it's a drop. That's why he's showing up here. But a lot of those drops were the ball kind of getting knocked out, essentially. And DeAndre Jackson and Darrell Washington. All right. This is what I was wondering. Are they running a 3-4? I wanted to make sure like Tahir Whitehead's actually still getting snaps, because he did really well for us last season. If we're running a 3-4, having an 85 overall linebacker and like an 87 overall linebacker or wherever they are, that's gonna be really good. But we didn't have any sacks, didn't have any interceptions. Like, our defense just seemed to do their job. They did pretty well. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude the video. I hope you guys all enjoyed the return to the Madden NFL 16 playthrough, and if you did, please drop me a rating. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.